Welcome back to Mr. History, where we unravel the threads of the past to understand our world today. Today, we're venturing to one of the most unique places on Earth, Madagascar, a land of ancient secrets, vibrant cultures, and extraordinary wildlife. Buckle up because we're diving into the history of Madagascar, from its ancient origins to the modern era. Let's go. Madagascar is the fourth largest island in the world, located off the southeastern coast of Africa in the Indian Ocean. Its geography is as diverse as it gets, with rainforests in the east, arid deserts in the south, and highland plateaus in the center. This diversity has shaped not only its history but also its people and wildlife. Let's start at the beginning. Madagascar separated from the Indian subcontinent around 88 million years ago and has been an isolated landmass ever since. This isolation gave rise to its legendary biodiversity, but more on that later. When it comes to human history, Madagascar remained uninhabited until roughly 2,000 years ago. The first settlers were Austronesian people from Southeast Asia, likely from present-day Indonesia. They arrived in outrigger canoes and brought their language, rice cultivation, and seafaring skills. Later, Bantu-speaking migrants from Africa joined them, bringing ironworking and cattle herding. Over centuries, these two groups intermingled, forming the Malagasy people we know today. By around 1000 CE, Malagasy communities had established complex societies, with trading ports along the coast connecting them to the wider Indian Ocean trade network. They traded goods like tortoiseshell, spices, and slaves with Arab, Persian, and Indian merchants. This trade brought not only wealth but also Islam and other cultural influences. Now let's jump to the 16th century. By this time, Madagascar was divided into various kingdoms. The Merina Kingdom in the Central Highlands emerged as a major power. Under leaders like King Andrian Marina in the late 18th century, the Merina unified much of the island, creating a centralized state. They implemented systems of irrigation and expanded rice production, which remains a staple of Malagasy cuisine. But it wasn't all peaceful. Madagascar's history is marked by internal conflicts and external threats. European powers began arriving in the 16th century. First the Portuguese, then the French and British saw the island's strategic location as a prize. However, Madagascar's rulers managed to maintain independence until the late 19th century.
In 1896, France officially annexed Madagascar, making it a colony. The French exploited the island's resources, building railways, introducing cash crops like coffee, and forcing many Malagasy into labor. Resistance was fierce, with revolts like the Menelamba Rebellion in 1895 and the 1947 Malagasy Uprising showing the people's determination to reclaim their sovereignty.
After decades of struggle, Madagascar gained independence in 1960. But the road to stability was rocky. The country went through periods of political upheaval, socialist experiments, and economic challenges. Today, it's a democratic republic, though many challenges remain. Madagascar's people are a beautiful tapestry of cultures. The Malagasy language, derived from Austronesian roots with African, Arabic, and French influences, unites the nation. Traditional music like the upbeat Salaji and haunting Valiha tunes reflects this blend. And let's not forget the Famadihana, or turning of the bones ceremony, where families honor their ancestors in joyful celebrations. No discussion of Madagascar is complete without mentioning its wildlife. The island is a biodiversity hotspot, home to species found nowhere else. Then there's the fossa, a carnivorous mammal resembling a mix between a cat and a mongoose. And don't get me started on the chameleons and baobab trees. Sadly, much of this unique ecosystem is under threat. Deforestation and climate change are pushing many species to the brink of extinction. Conservation efforts are underway, but there's a long way to go. Madagascar is a land like no other. Its history, shaped by migration, trade, and resilience, is as remarkable as its landscapes and wildlife. It's a testament to the beauty and complexity of our world. So, next time you see a lemur or hear about Madagascar, remember the rich story behind this incredible island.
Thanks for joining me on this journey through Madagascar's past. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more history adventures. Until next time, keep exploring and stay curious. This is Mr. History signing off.